Hello. I'm very fond of the song King of the Road. It tells the story of a homeless man who doesn't have any creature comforts or luxuries, but has freedom to travel where he wants. And this brings him great joy. I'd like to think that Jesus, Christ the King of our road, would empathise with the man because he had nowhere to lay his head. The Son of Man has nowhere to lay his head. This Sunday is Christ the King, and next Sunday is the start of our new liturgical year because it is Advent Sunday. There doesn't seem to be much of a Happy New Year feel at the moment. We've been waiting a long time this year. We've been waiting for the end of Lockdown 1, waiting still for the end of Lockdown 2, waiting to hear news of a potential vaccine, waiting for news of loved ones if they have been very poorly, waiting to find out if the public exams will happen next year, waiting to hold events, waiting for baptisms, for weddings, for funerals and so on. Waiting can be exhausting. 1 minute, like the sails on a windmill, you're being propelled with hope towards the sky, and then the next, you're being thrown towards the ground in doubt and despair. It is a bit of an emotional roller coaster. What Advent can do is to teach us to wait well. In the 4 weeks, we explore the patriarchs, the prophets, John the Baptist and the Virgin Mary, as we wait for our infant king. The prophets spent a lot of time talking about this waiting for the Messiah, even though they knew that they would not meet him in their lifetime. John the Baptist waited for people to get their ideas into their thick heads that he was not the Messiah, that Jesus was coming. Mary waited through a pregnancy knowing that ultimately it would bring her sorrow. Jesus waited while his disciples slept, knowing that he was about to be arrested. And so waiting can be a good thing. It can, as I said, Advent can teach us to wait well. Towards the end of Advent, we have the Advent antiphons, the Advent O's. And there are 7 phrases that talk about the nature of Jesus, and they all start with O, like O wisdom, O root of Jesse, O morning star, O King of the nations, etc., etc. And I think those are worth exploring because they help us to understand the role that Jesus has in our lives and reminds us that we should be focusing on him and on these things. And so perhaps we could pray more earnestly for wisdom for us, for our community, for our leaders, our world. We could pray more earnestly for the King of the nations, the arrival of Christ the King. So I hope that Advent will go well for you, that you can wait well. It is tough. I know this. I know I look ridiculous. I'm wearing my reindeer hoodie because in the Price household we love Christmas, and it can feel like it's a long time in the future. But the waiting can teach us a lot. We can hear the story afresh. We can identify with different aspects of it. And I think that is a good thing. So our Christ the King is before the time when we start to consider and wait for the arrival of the infant King. So we wait for the first coming, and on Sunday we consider his second coming. And so I hope Advent goes well for you, and I've completely lost the point of what I was saying till right at the end, and it had been going so well. So I hope that Advent goes well for you, that you can enjoy some of the waiting, and you can find a cozy reindeer hoodie somewhere. Bye bye.